As much as 80% of a child's learning is visual, with children spending most of the school day reading, looking at a board, and using laptops and tablets. Yet, 1 in 4 school-age children struggle with reading and learning because of undiagnosed vision problems.
And while many K-12 schools offer vision screenings for students, those screenings don't replace a comprehensive eye exam performed by an eye doctor. Joining us, we have more, and we welcome VSP Network doctor, optometrist, and mom, Dr. Jennifer Wademan. Dr. Wademan, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Wademan, why is it important for kids to go ahead and get their eye exam before school starts? And what actually happens during that exam?
Yeah, great question. So how our children process visual information is really complicated. And so to put that in perspective, if a patient is not seeing clearly in the classroom, or if their eyes are not working properly together, there's definitely some potential, in terms of their academic performance, not reaching that, or perhaps kind of their overall confidence, or even overall well-being.
Right. And what are the warning signs that a child might need glasses that parents might not know about?
Yeah, I think an important kind of thing to note is that sometimes kids are not aware that they are having any vision issues. What they see is what they see. So, and it can be hard for parents to detect that as well. One sign would be if your child is squinting, while they're watching TV, or difficulty with, reading. As we approach the school season, if kids are avoiding certain activities like reading, that could be a sign that there may be an underlying issue. Or sometimes if there's excessive rubbing of the eyes, or unusual kind of fatigue with certain kind of day-to-day activities. One thing I like to tell patients, if they notice their child is tilting their head in a certain manner or turning, sometimes that can be an underlying vision issue that we need to look at.
One concern that, especially that was at my house, was with the kids being on digital devices all the time. And of course, they're going to be now even at school. Does that affect their vision? And is there a way to help with that?
Yeah, I mean, I attest to that as a parent. Not only are my kids on a screen more frequently at school, but unfortunately at home as well. So, definitely a good idea to unplug when we can. I like to tell parents, when a child is using their near vision, everything engages. When they're looking far away, everything relaxes. And so that's why we say we want our kids to take breaks off of, screens particularly, by taking a break, going outside, or, just remaining active in other ways. We often see dry eyes in even our kids, and that's due to, when you're on a screen for a long period of time, we're not blinking as much. So that can definitely dry out the front surface of the eye. Headaches, eye fatigue, or other symptoms that can come along with screen use.
Right, good tips. And what are some of the best frames for children in terms of durability, comfort, and style?
Yeah, so my best piece of advice for this is to get your child excited about a particular frame. So let your child pick. There's so many great options in terms of colors, patterns. There's even like glow-in-the-dark options, which I never had as a kid. So, there's sportier options. So if you have a child that, goes from the classroom into a sporting activity, these frames, like one example is Nike. They're going to be a little bit more durable for those sorts of activities. I know as a parent, I always want, a durable, something that's my kid is going to be able to wear and it's going to be able to last. And so there's options even there with certain materials that are more bendable and flexible, and that will be a little bit more appropriate for our maybe more rambunctious kids.
All right, great points. Be sure you get those kids their eye exams. We've been talking with VSP Network doctor, optometrist, and mom, Dr. Jennifer Wademan. Dr. Wademan, we thank you for all of the info. Appreciate it.
Thank you.